For physical bodies to evolve into new life forms requires lots of novel genetic information. But that's not all. How or why would physical matter or chemicals evolve non-physical intelligence and emotions? Surely, it makes more sense to believe a super intelligent designer has left his trademark on everything around us. Like the wildebeest, the giraffe's unique abilities were designed to be fully operational from the very beginning to ensure their survival. Most mammals give birth to their young head first, so their babies do not suffocate whilst passing through the birth canal. The majority of mammals also give birth lying down. This would be dangerous for the giraffe, as she cannot get up on her feet as quickly as other antelopes, and would therefore become easy prey. To compensate for this, giraffes deliver their young standing up. But this method of delivery poses additional problems. Dropping her calf head first from 6 feet high is going to be fatal every time. And evolving a safe system of delivery over millions of years would only ensure the extinction of her species, not its survival. This only allows one conclusion. Her body must have always been designed just the way it is for the birthing process to be safe and successful. Their calves emerge with their long hind legs first, which helps to break the fall. The afterbirth, which is still attached to the cow during labor, also clings to the calf and acts like an elastic rope, further assisting to gently lower the calf to the ground. The calf's neck is carefully folded backwards along the body, with its head resting in the groove of the rear hip during delivery. This protects the head and neck, and also exposes the calf's head more quickly, so he can take his first necessary breaths. All this cannot result from trial and error, but only from intelligent design. The giraffe feeds on the leaves from the knobthorn acacia tree using a prehensile tongue. That's a tongue that can be used like a finger, safely removing the leaves from between the sharp thorns. They help pollinate the acacias because pollen rubs off on their necks and is transferred from tree to tree. A giraffe may travel 9 miles a day from one flowering tree to another. It is likely that this type of acacia tree was used to construct the crown of thorns forced upon the head of Jesus prior to his crucifixion. For this reason, it is known locally as the Jesus thorn tree. According to the Bible, thorns are just one result of the curse God placed upon the earth as a result of Adam's first sin. So in a sense, the crown of thorns upon the head of Christ is a symbol that Jesus suffered God's curse in the place of sinful humanity. God's curse upon creation because of man's wrongdoing is the reason why everything dies physically. The Bible says man returns to the dust from which he was created. And every time you clean your house, you're being reminded of this truth. Household dust is made up by more than 85% of human skin. So everything about life today makes sense when we know how it began. Studying the life around us honestly should lead us to the creator of all life. Sadly, men would rather believe the fairy tale of evolution than the overwhelming evidence that every eye can see. Fully functional abilities are only proof of design. The lessons of life needed for survival cannot evolve, or the animal would become extinct. Male lions are the only members of the cat family with a long, coarse growth of hair around their head and neck, called a mane. There is much debate about the function of the mane. It may be that God created him with his handsome hairstyle just because it pleased him to do so. In any event, the lionesses seem to find larger, darker manes more attractive. These huge, beautiful cats are formidable hunters. They can achieve speeds of 35 miles per hour, leap 40 feet, and jump 12 feet high. Quite an achievement for an animal with average weights between 275 and 450 pounds. This is equal to the weight of about 80 to 130 tabby cats. Lions are meat eaters, and their victims include zebra, wildebeest, baby giraffe, and antelopes. Small-sized prey are usually killed by biting the back of the neck, which severs the spinal column, or by breaking the neck with a swipe of its paw. Larger animals are either suffocated when a lion smothers its victim's face in its mouth, or strangled by a bite to the throat. Like all cats, lions can survive on just vegetables. This was proven during World War II, when lions in city zoos were only fed vegetables because meat was rationed. Many creatures in the animal kingdom have claws and sharp teeth, but these are used more often for eating fruit and vegetables than meat. A fully grown lion can measure 9 feet from nose to tail and roar at sound levels exceeding 100 decibels. This is louder than a large truck passing you at high speed by the roadside. At such volumes, this terrifying noise can be heard for a distance of up to 5 miles. Lion roars attract pride members and warn other lions that an area is occupied. Like most other mammals, lions have a pair of eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. But each lion also has a unique pattern of whiskers on his muzzle. Individuality and similarity at the same time is further evidence of design. All these facts undermine the theory of evolution, and others prove it impossible. In the wild, so-called imperfections are more likely to result in extinction before the animal has had enough time to evolve improvements. Many animals learn some behavior from their parents, while others learn none. But as to how animals instinctively know what they know when they are born, evolutionary scientists only offer unconvincing answers. Why do lion cubs desire mother's milk and not grass, for example? And how does a first-time mother know how to raise her young? Intelligence and thoughts are not physical. So where do they come from? And if humans evolved from apes, who are born with their knowledge, then why do we humans now have to be taught almost everything? And how did we lose our instinctive knowledge during the so-called evolutionary process? If we never evolved to begin with, the puzzle disappears. These cubs will one day take their place alongside Africa's most feared hunters. But will their prey ever evolve new defenses to avoid being eaten? The chances are no. Whether it's an hour, a year, or even millions of years, a dead giraffe like this one has never been capable of passing on any new genetic information to its relatives. So giraffe generations have always been just as they are. These are only a few of the facts evolutionary theory can never overcome. Animals either know what they know when they're born, or their parents already know how to teach them. So the lessons of survival never have enough time to evolve. Even animals within the same family group or kind have unique abilities and differences. This Kalahari wildcat needs speed and cunning to catch the mouse. He winds himself up like a spring before he pounces. His tail gives him balance and acts like a rudder. He jumps forward with paw and claws extended, ready to catch the mouse. But no lunch this time. This black-backed jackal also uses his tail, but mostly to communicate with other jackals. Like other wild canines in Africa, jackals are both hunters and scavengers. Scavenging helps to clean up waste meat, which would otherwise rot and spread disease. Jackals also help reduce the population of disease-carrying rodents.